I've just made a couple of really quick little cards to send out to people. I haven't done any scrapbooking for ages, so I just thought that making some cards would be a nice way to do it without having to find photos and print photos off and all that kind of thing. So I just made them both the same layout but different colours, and I think they turned out really pretty. I got these are new stamps that I got. I haven't really used them much yet, but I really like them. And this is like a roll of washi tape, but they're all perforated like little stamps, postage stamps, which I love that look. So I've just done some stamping in the background, used a bit out of a book, and this is washi tape as well. It's got text on it. I really like anything with text. These are new stamps as well with just text on them, and they're just going to go off in some little packages that I'm going to send off. And there's the other one. It just looks really simple, but they were just really quick to make, and I have been thinking about getting back to doing a bit of scrapbooking, so that's just allowed me to kind of dip my toe back in the water and just do something really quick. So yeah, just thought I would share those with you just now. Really pretty, really like them, happy with those. I was originally going to use some butterflies, but they don't go with the colour scheme, and I decided not to bother, so they've turned out kind of differently to how I originally thought. But that is what happens usually with me. I'll start off with a plan in my head, and what I end up making is nothing like the plan. So I'm really pleased with those. Now I'd better tidy up. I've just stood and ironed and sorted all of my scraps, and I've made up some little packs, or I'm going to make up little packs, and they'll go in my Etsy shop soon. It felt really good to have a bit of a sort out. It's quite sad though to be getting rid of a lot of the scraps. I did keep back a few. My scrap bucket still looks quite full considering, but there are lots of Sew Me scraps ready to go out there into the world. Now the packs contain a lot of Clark & Clark type of fabrics, which are slightly thicker than your regular cottons. Like these are your typical quilting cottons. Some scraps are quite small, so probably not much use for hexes or anything unless you're doing really small ones. The scraps are all various sizes. It'll be perfect for patchwork. There are a few bigger scraps in each pack and a lot of smaller ones as well, so they're very mixed, so please bear that in mind. And there's a selection of all different colours and different types of fabric in each pack. I'm going to wrap them all up now, and it will be potluck which one you get, so please, if you're ordering, don't ask for a specific one because they're all going to be wrapped up and I won't know which one's which anyway. I've wrapped up all of the fabric bundles, and they've all been wrapped in a slightly larger piece of fabric. Lots of odds and ends in there, so I'm just going to pop them all into envelopes and they'll be ready to ship out as soon as I get orders. And just need to take some photos to put in my shop. Good morning, it's Tuesday the 23rd of June, yes it is, I just wanted to get a quick video in here just to catch up with you on a few things. You'll have seen that I've got some scrap packs prepared for my Etsy shop. These are from my own scraps, from my scrap bucket, scraps that I've kind of gathered from the past few months of making. These are going to go into my shop tomorrow night, which is, I've had to write dates down because I'm not good at remembering. Tomorrow is Wednesday the 24th. I'm going to go in my shop tomorrow night at 7 PM. There are a limited number of the scrap packs, and it will be a while before I have more because I do use a lot of my scraps, so it does take a while to build them up. So they'll be on sale in my shop tomorrow, 7 PM. I've just had a really exciting delivery of some beautiful mini bolts of fabric. These are all right up my street. How beautiful is that? That is so Kath Gibson-like, isn't it? And they're also beautiful. And my plan is, if you would be interested, to start selling some fabric bundles in my Etsy shop. They will be limited to what I have and what I put together as a bundle. I haven't quite thought through all the different angles of things yet. I'm not sure whether I will just do bundles or whether I can set it up some way to do fabric by the metre. I would be quite happy to do that as well, I think. I think I've got a little bit of work ahead of me. I just need to get lots of photographs taken and make sure I can get the light really well. That one is a slightly wider fabric, so you're getting a lot more for your money with that one. It's always good when you get a really wide fabric, and it's really pretty, really gardeny. They're all so beautiful. I think they're coming out quite true to colour here on the video. I really love that as well. So ditzy and very much my colours. So I'm going to be making up some fabric bundles, probably fat quarter bundles to start with, and I'm going to get them in my shop as soon as possible. So if I haven't given you a date already in this video, then keep an eye on my shop. And also keep an eye on my Instagram, because that's where I am more likely to announce when they are going to be up for sale. And the fabric that I have shown that I'm going to be selling, I'm still kind of working out how to sell that, because I want to do some little bundles, because some of the fabrics, well, they were all bought with each other in mind, so they all complement each other. So there are a couple of really beautiful little bundles, so I'm going to sell those as fat quarters. And if you buy 2 packs, you will get the fabric as a continuous half metre of fabric, and if you buy 4 packs you'll get a whole metre of each fabric. So I hope that makes sense. They won't be cut up into like individual fat quarters if you're buying, you know, 4 packs of fat quarters. I hope that makes sense. But I also want to sell the fabrics separately, so if there were your own combinations you wanted to put together, then you could buy, you know, this fabric and that fabric separately. So I'm just having to put together quite a lot of listings in my Etsy shop, which means quite a lot of photos. I probably need to take a few more photos today, so I hope the weather's going to be okay for that, although it is overcast today but bright, and that usually makes quite a good lighting for taking photos. If it's too sunny, it's not great, you don't get a good colour in the picture. So I'm going to maybe take a few more pictures today, get them uploaded, and the fabric is going to go on sale in my Etsy shop tomorrow, not tomorrow, Thursday, which is the 25th of June. That will go live at 7 PM 25th of June. I'm also going to be using the fabric to make my usual items, so you'll see it as project bags as well. So if you're not a sewer but you love the fabric, you can still buy items that I make with the fabrics. I cannot wait to get started. I've got an order to make this morning, so I'm going to get that done and then I can play with my new fabrics. So I'm really excited about that this week. I've been meaning to kind of arrange this sort of thing for a long time, and I just wanted to use up a lot of the fabric that I had in my stash already, just so I could make a bit more space and kind of justify buying so much more fabric, because I've bought a lot and it's all came on little bolts, which is really quite cool. I do feel like a little fabric shop now. So they're all on little bolts. How exciting is that? So yeah, we have had a very wet few weeks, been drizzly a lot. Apparently tomorrow, Wednesday, we are getting the start of a heat wave, so hopefully we'll see the sun again. The garden is, everything's growing. The blooms, I'm still waiting on a lot more blooms coming, but hopefully when we get more sun, that will come. What have I been doing? I don't feel like I've been doing much. I feel like when the weather's a bit wetter, obviously I'm not outside a lot, so I don't feel like I'm doing much. Yeah, I have no idea what I've been doing. I've been giving my sewing room a good tidy and going through all my scraps, so it feels a lot tidier in here, which is nice, and sort of clearer, which also helps with sort of clearing your head a bit as well. So yeah, and just sort of organising the fabric and stuff. I've got a couple of things to show you. So I have finished my Peach Poppy socks. This is a sparkly yarn which may just be picking up, not sure. So I did a normal Judy's Magic, what's it called? Judy's Magic cast on or something, for the toe, and increased every other round. I used the Go Day heel pattern, which is in the Soul Sister socks. It's so easy and quick. Obviously there's a gusset, but once you've passed the gusset and do that heel, it's super fast, and I find it a really good fit. And then, oh, for the cuff, I keep seeing Cherie mentioning the twisted rib, the 2x2 twisted rib, so I wanted to give it a go because she had said how neat she finds it, so I gave it a go. It took a lot longer than just a normal rib, but it's quite neat, it's quite nice, so I like that. It does look very neat. I just need to weave in my ends and then give these a proper block, and that is them done, so I'm really pleased with that. Another Peach Poppy has opened up again in the garden as well. There seems to be lots. I think they've self-seeded, which is lovely. So I'm really pleased that I managed to use the Peach Poppy yarn while I've got peach poppies in the garden. I have started a new cast on, so I'm going to show you that. I'm going to change the angle of the camera so that I can show you how I've got my new cast on stored. This is a beautiful little rope bowl that Jules, who is So Sweet Violet, gave me for Christmas, and I think it looks so pretty with lots of little bits of wool in. So I chose some wool for my latest pair of socks. I wanted some really pretty pastels, so I went through what I had and chose some lovely yummy colours, and split each one into two, so I've got 2 balls of each colour. I think this is a 10-gram mini, so 2 balls of 5. Some of these were from the Lay Family Yarn Advent Calendar. This one is Nora George, which is beautiful, love that. And this one I think is a Hedgerow Yarns. And yeah, I'm just doing some scrappy socks, but I'm not really doing them in order, so they're both kind of different. I am loving how these look, love all these colours. So I started off with different colours, and then when I changed colour I just did a few alternate rows, old colour, new colour, old colour, new colour, and yeah, love them. So they will have the same colours in them, but just in different orders, and I'm just doing them in really random orders, so I'm not quite sure how they will end up looking exactly, but I'm sure they'll be beautiful. I decided to try a different toe with this one. This one is called a rounded toe. and I looked on Ravelry and I found a free pattern for a rounded toe. I've made a mess there because I think I did my yarn over. Well, it's not a yarn over, it should pick up the bar, but I did it the wrong way and I've given it an eyelet, I think. Because I do find some toes too pointy because I don't have pointy feet. I don't have little dainty feet at all. But this rounded toe is a really good fit. I've managed to try these on. I like using the long circulars, it means you can try your socks on as you go. So I like this rounded toe. Messed this one up as well. So I definitely think I will use that rounded toe in future. So I'm going to knit until 6.5 inches I think, and then I'll begin my gusset increases, and then I'll probably do the go to heel on these again as well. Just getting used to doing it now and it's so easy. And instead of using a project bag, I'm just using my little bowl. These are scissors, aren't they cute? Again, Cherie had these and I saw them and I thought they are so cute. These are from Tiger and I think they were about, I don't know, £2 or something, but they're so cute. This little lavender sachet and my project notebook, and I always keep a little pouch with all my stitch markers in it. I like these little kids and kids purses, they're just the right size and very, very cute and very pretty. So all that just sits in my bowl, and if I cover it up then it's not too tempting for any little kitty to play with it. But yeah, that's my latest cast on, and because they're just vanilla socks they are so easy to just pick up in the evening and they don't really require too much brain power. My stitch marker is one that I had in my shop a while ago. Don't think there's any left.